Good morning. There's more Olympic glory for South Africa after Chad le Clos won a gold medal in the 200-meter butterfly event. In what's been described as a stunning race, le Clos powered his way to victory, finishing just ahead of American Michael Phelps. SABC Deputy Sports Editor Janet Witten.
As the anthem rang out once again, there were tears from le Clos, his parents, his coach and a whole bunch of supporters. He went into the final with the second fastest time, but everyone thought Phelps would take it comfortably. For 199 metres, that was the case. But a stroke of luck saw the end of the race come with Phelps between strokes. Le Clos pulled himself to the wall to win by 0.05 of a second. Phelps did get some revenge an hour later in the 4x200 metres freestyle relay. The USA took gold, and the two medals gave Phelps Olympic medals number 18 and 19. This gold medal takes South Africa to 10th on the London medals table, ahead of countries such as Great Britain and Australia. Janet Witten, SABC News, London.
Staying with that story, Sports Minister Fikile Mbalula says this is one of South Africa's proudest moments.
This is fantastic. I think we can only say long live to South Africa. Long live to the unity of our people. Long live Chad le Clos. And he has done us proud. Exceptional performance par excellence.
Veteran cultural activist and former South African ambassador to the United States and France, Barbara Masekela, says the inaccessibility of certain South African books is sabotaging the desire for a proud identity. She was speaking at a discussion on writing and reading at the Nelson Mandela Centre of Memory in Johannesburg last night.
Throughout the exile from my country, it was easier for me to obtain books by South Africans in New York, in London, in Paris, than it is for me to obtain those books in South Africa today. I fear that one day soon it will not be possible to acquire South African books at all.
Meanwhile, President Jacob Zuma says finding a solution to the Limpopo textbook crisis is his top priority. He's under pressure to fire Basic Education Minister Angie Motshekga for her role in the crisis. The ANC Youth League and students' organization COSAS say they are determined to see Motshekga resign or get fired. As new figures emerge showing that South Africa has a 4.4 million unemployed people, economists have warned that they will remain stagnant unless government policy changes or the global economy picks up. Statistics South Africa yesterday said the unemployment rate dropped to 24.9% in the second quarter of this year. In the first quarter, it hit 4.5 million. Labour analyst Andrew Levy.
It's quite feasible that the numbers will continue to grow, but they're growing at such a rate that if you look at the entrance to the labour market and the absorption rate, we're just not going to win unless we do something radical.
U.S. Secretary of State Hillary Clinton has set off on a six-nation trip to Africa to focus on regional peace and security, as well as to spur economic growth. The U.S. top diplomat is first heading to Senegal and then a visit to South Sudan. A likely highlight of the trip, which will also include stops in South Africa, Kenya and Malawi, will be meeting with 94-year-old former statesman Nelson Mandela. Earlier this month, Clinton's husband, former President Bill Clinton, and her daughter Chelsea visited Mandela at Qunu. U.S. Embassy spokesperson Brian Denver.
The Secretary will emphasize U.S. policy commitments outlined in the Presidential Policy Directive to strengthen democratic institutions, spur economic growth, advance peace and security, as well as promote opportunity and development for all of its citizens.
The rand is trading at R8.31 to the US dollar, at $12.99 to the pound sterling, and at $10.21 to the euro. Gold is at $1,614.41 an ounce. The spot price of Brent crude $106.35 a barrel.